Blood is thicker than water. That's the lie they told you. You were taught that family is your ultimate safe place, the only people who will always protect your secrets, your flaws, and your dreams. It's a beautiful illusion. But Machiavelli understood something far more disturbing. Your family can become the most dangerous intelligence agency in your life. Because they share your blood, they often feel entitled to your boundaries, your choices, and even your downfall. They don't always see your limits as acts of self-respect. Sometimes, they see them as betrayal. There are 7 things you must never reveal to your family. Share the wrong detail, and you don't just lose peace, you hand them the exact weapon they'll use against you. And the second one will explain exactly why you feel so drained around them. Let them think they know you. But never let them see the blueprint. 1. The architecture of your escape. The first thing you must never reveal is your true ambition. Do not tell them your ultimate goals. Do not reveal the full extent of your financial rise. And above all, never explain your plan for total independence. You assume your family wants you to win. And maybe they do, but only to a point. Psychologists describe the family as a homeostatic system, a system built to preserve balance. It assigns roles. The golden child. The scapegoat. The caregiver. The failure. The moment you start breaking out of the role they assigned you, you threaten the stability of the system. If you announce that you're building serious wealth, or planning to move away and cut dependency, you expect support. You usually won't get it. Instead, they may subconsciously experience your freedom as abandonment. And they'll try to stop you, not always with open hostility, but with concern. Are you sure that investment is safe? You've changed. We just don't want to see you fail. That's the trap. They hide their fear in the language of love. They want to clip your wings and call it protection. Look at Cosimo de' Medici. He had staggering wealth and influence, enough to shape the papacy and control Florence. But how did he present himself? He rode a mule. He wore simple robes. He lived modestly. Machiavelli noticed this. Cosimo understood that showing your true power creates envy, especially among blood relatives. And envy is deeply personal. It doesn't grow strongest between strangers. It grows between siblings, cousins, and people who think they should be where you are. When you reveal your grand plan, you invite envy, unwanted opinions, sabotage disguised as advice. Stop asking for permission. The powerful don't ask for approval before they build. They build first. So hide the money. Conceal the next move. And if you're planning your exit, smile at dinner, while quietly packing your bags in the dark. By the time they realize you've outgrown the cage, you should already be gone. 2. The map of your unhealed wounds. This is where most people destroy themselves. Never fully reveal your deepest emotional wounds, your childhood trauma, or the core resentments you still carry toward them. Modern therapy culture sold people a dangerous fantasy. That if you sit down with your family, explain exactly how they hurt you, they'll suddenly understand, apologize, and heal with you. That rarely happens. When you give your family the map of your pain, you are not handing them a healing tool. You are handing them ammunition. Machiavelli warned that a ruler should never build fortresses against his own people, because those fortresses can become prisons. The same is true here. You think vulnerability builds connection. Sometimes it just shows them where your walls are weakest. And when the next argument comes, and it will, they won't attack the issue. They'll attack the wound. If you once admitted, you fear abandonment. You feel inadequate. You struggle with rejection. Then in the next fight, watch what happens. This is why everyone leaves you. You're too sensitive, just like you always said. That is the cruelty of blood. A stranger can insult you. A family member knows exactly where to place the knife, because you marked the spot for them. So if you have trauma, heal it. With a professional. In private journals. In prayer. In the gym. In solitude. But do not take your broken pieces back to the people who helped break them and ask them to repair you. They don't have the tools. When they ask how you're doing, give them a controlled version of the truth. I had a rough week, but I handled it. That's enough. Give them the summary. Never the raw data. Because once they no longer have access to your pain, they lose access to your control. A person who cannot be emotionally provoked becomes very hard to manipulate. And families are often terrified of the child they can no longer decode. 3. The sins of your chosen king or queen. Never vent to your family about your romantic relationship. Never tell them your partner's flaws. Never reveal your private arguments. Never expose financial issues, betrayals, or moments of weakness inside your relationship. Why? Because of triangulation. You fight with your partner. You're angry. You want support. So you call your mother, your sister, your brother. And unload everything. You paint your partner as the villain. Then 2 days later, you and your partner talk. You forgive each other. The relationship heals. But your family doesn't heal with you. They don't have the emotional mechanism you have to forgive your partner. To them, your partner is an outsider, someone who entered the bloodline. And once you plant dislike in their mind, it grows into a permanent weed. Years later, they'll still remember that one story you told in anger. They'll make passive-aggressive comments. They'll quietly resent your spouse. They'll undermine your relationship from the edges. Machiavelli understood that separate alliances must never be allowed to contaminate each other. If you bring your family into your marriage, you invite a foreign army into your private castle. You weaken your own household. And worse, you look weak. Running to your family to solve romantic problems signals that you cannot govern your own home. Authority is read through autonomy. So if they ask how the relationship is going, the answer should always sound like, "We're doing well, thank you." If your partner is flawed, deal with it privately. If your partner is toxic, leave. But do not hand your family the chisel they'll use to slowly destroy your relationship. Build a firewall. On one side, your bloodline. On the other, the empire you're building with your chosen partner. Do not become the double agent between them. If this is hitting harder than you expected, subscribe now. Because most people will hear this and get offended, but the few who understand it are the ones who are finally waking up. 4. You're shifting beliefs and heresies. As you grow, you will outgrow the beliefs you were raised with. Maybe your family is deeply religious and you no longer believe. Maybe they worship job security and you've chosen entrepreneurship. Maybe their politics are fixed, and yours have moved in the opposite direction. Do not announce your heresy. Do not sit them down and declare that their worldview is false. This is not cowardice. This is strategic energy conservation. As Robert Greene teaches, you must choose your battles. Why waste your mental energy in endless dinner table wars? You cannot logic someone out of beliefs that were built through decades of emotion, tradition, and conditioning. When you reject their worldview, they don't hear an intellectual disagreement. They hear, "I am rejecting everything you built your life on." And the ego does not respond calmly to that. They will argue. They will preach. They will try to reprogram you. They will drain your spirit in circular conversations that go nowhere. History shows the pattern. The Inquisition didn't debate heretics. It destroyed them. Galileo Galilei was right, but declaring truth to the wrong audience still cost him. So if your beliefs have changed, live them. Build your life around them. But around family? Be calm. Be bland. Blend in. Apply the principle, conceal your intentions. Smile politely. Nod when necessary. Say, "That's an interesting perspective." And then go right back to building your life the way you choose. You owe them basic respect. You do not owe them your intellectual surrender. The illusion of conformity is a small price for internal freedom. They get their comfort. You get your peace. 5. Your hidden treasury and backup plans. Never reveal the exact state of your financial safety net. Do not tell them how much you have saved, what your emergency fund is, what hidden investments you hold, how prepared you are for crisis. Why? Because the moment family knows you have a large financial buffer, their relationship to risk changes. Your money becomes their psychological safety net. Why should your brother stay in a toxic job if he knows you can carry him for a year? Why should your parents control their spending if, deep down, they see your bank account as their retirement plan? They usually won't ask directly. Manipulation is more subtle than that. Instead, they will bring you emergencies. A crisis that isn't really a crisis. A business opportunity that's really a scam. A mysterious debt that suddenly needs rescuing. Dr. Henry Cloud makes a powerful distinction. A boulder is a true crisis that needs help. A knapsack is a normal adult responsibility. Once family knows you have money, they will hand you their knapsacks and act like they're trapped under boulders. And if you say no, you become selfish, greedy, heartless, ungrateful. They will remind you of everything they ever did for you, turning parenting into a retroactive debt. That's why you must practice controlled modesty. When money comes up, nod about inflation. Complain mildly about expenses. Mention taxes. Sound stable, but never liquid. Create a financial ghost. Let your real assets stay invisible. Let your investments remain confusing. Let your private treasury exist completely outside family awareness. This is not greed. It is preservation. Because when your money is invisible, they are forced to value your presence, not your utility. True financial power does not flex. It hides. 6. The graveyard of your regrets. There is a deep human craving to be fully known. Sometimes the weight of your past gets heavy. Your worst mistakes. Moral compromises. Unethical moves. Legal gray areas. Betrayals that helped you survive or win. And in that moment, you may feel the urge to confess it all to family. You want absolution. You want them to hear the worst thing you've ever done and still say, "I love you anyway." Bury that urge. Your family is not a confessional booth. They are a jury that never truly dismisses the case. The moment you reveal a dark truth, you permanently change how they see you. You think you're showing honesty. They may see danger. Look at Philip IV of France and what happened to the Knights Templar. Once confessions were extracted and recorded, their reputation was destroyed. Context didn't matter. Nuance didn't matter. The label stuck. Family works the same way. They already carry a fixed version of you in their minds, usually an updated version of who you were as a teenager. If you suddenly confess that you destroyed someone's career on purpose, that you had an affair, that you won through unethical tactics, that image shatters. And once it shatters, they don't just remember the act. They recategorize you. The human brain is built to detect threats. So subconsciously, they begin asking, "If you did that to someone else, what could you do to me?" From that point on, every disagreement gets filtered through suspicion. Every success is viewed with doubt. Every moral debate is tilted against you. You lose the high ground permanently. Machiavelli understood that sometimes power requires ruthless action. But he also understood something even more important. You must appear virtuous. Your family is the public of your personal life. So keep the graveyard locked. If you need to unpack your past, do it with someone detached, discreet, and bound to confidentiality. Let your family believe you are imperfect, but safe. Because if they cannot carry the truth, they will eventually drop it on your head. 7. The cartel's blueprint. This final law requires the highest level of discipline. As you study psychology, power, manipulation, and family systems, you'll start to see the pattern. You'll notice covert narcissism, emotional absence, enabling, the golden child dynamic, guilt used as leverage, triangulation used to create compliance. You will see the system clearly. And once you see it, the temptation is overwhelming. To confront them. To expose it. To say, I know exactly what you're doing. Do not. Never reveal that you understand the game. In dysfunctional family systems, there is a concept called the identified patient, the person the system blames for all the dysfunction. The family says, if this person were fixed, everything would be fine. The moment you try to diagnose the system out loud, you become that person. They will not thank you. They will reject you. They will gaslight you. They'll say, you're overthinking. You've changed. You've become cold, arrogant, or crazy. And then they will unite against you to protect the dysfunction. You cannot stand inside a broken machine and scream at it until it becomes healthy. The smart move is different. Become the observer. The quiet strategist. The courtier who sees everything but says very little. When the guilt trip comes, you recognize it, but you don't argue. You simply respond. I understand you're disappointed, but my schedule is locked. We'll catch up next month. No speech. No diagnosis. No emotional performance. Just a boundary. When someone tries to drag you into drama, you do not explain triangulation. You simply refuse to play. Because the moment you announce you know the game, they upgrade their tactics. You lose the advantage. So let them think. You're just busy. You're distracted. Their old tricks are simply not working today. Play underestimated. Observe everything. Protect your peace. But never hand the system a mirror. They do not want self-awareness. They want you to stay in your assigned role. Smile. Nod. And quietly keep moving toward the exit. This is uncomfortable. It almost feels wrong to look at family this way. A part of you may feel guilty right now. A voice in your head may be whispering. This is too harsh. This sounds paranoid. It isn't paranoia. It's self-preservation. And here's the paradox. This level of emotional detachment may be the only way to keep loving them without destroying yourself. Because what happens if you do the opposite? You give them your money, your secrets, your wounds, your relationship problems, your beliefs, your criticism of their behavior. Then what? Every holiday becomes a battlefield. Every call raises your stress. Every interaction fills you with resentment. Eventually, you don't just set boundaries. You cut them off entirely. And you carry bitterness for the rest of your life. But when you build invisible boundaries, when you carefully control what information crosses the border, everything changes. You protect your peace so completely that when you do interact with them, you can actually be calm. You can be kind. You can even be generous with your time. Because they no longer have access to your core. You stop expecting them to be mythical protectors. You start seeing them for what they are. Flawed human beings. Limited people. People who may love you, but cannot always handle the full weight of who you are becoming. And in that acceptance, you find something powerful. A cold, unshakable peace. You are no longer the child begging for validation. You become the architect of your own life. They live in their world. You rule yours. The borders are closed. But diplomacy stays polite. That is real power. You are no longer reacting to your bloodline. You are simply navigating it. And now the real question is this. If you need walls this thick just to survive the people who were supposed to protect you, what does that say about everything you were taught about family? Are you still surviving inside the system they built for you? Or are you finally ready to see what's really underneath it? If this message opened your eyes, don't just scroll away. Subscribe right now, because the truth most people need to hear is the truth they're usually running from. And if this spoke to you, type "I choose peace" in the comments. I want to know who's really ready to break free.